So, I don't know. Someone is absent? Alright, so exercise 10.2, let's see. But for each of these diagrams, classify the pair of marked angles as corresponding, co-interior, alternate, or vertically opposite. Also state if they are equal or not. Right, so 1A will be alternate angles. And would the angles be equal? Angles will be equal. Good. Then B. Over here I'm going to have corresponding angles. And angles would be equal. You guys good with that? You must tell me if I must explain or elaborate more. Then at C, yeah? They're asking also state if they are equal or not. Because at corresponding and at alternate angles, the angles will be equal. But if it's co-interior, then angles are not equal. Oh, so because they have to add up. Yes. Ja. Kyk, as dit mos wiskunde is, wil almal piepie. Go. At C, we're going to have vertically opposite angles. And it means that angles will be equal. Yeah. I almost thought I'm doing the wrong one. Okay, then at D, again, we will have corresponding angles. And corresponding angles will be equal. I did only op E. Okay, E will again be vertically opposite angles. And the angles will be equal. Did you guys have anything else? I'm hearing co-interior or something. Oh, yeah. Okay, then at F, it would be alternate angles. Oops, alternate angles. And at alternate angles, the angles are equal. Okay, now what I actually want to get to is number 2. So at number 2, it says determine the size of the angles marked A to E in these diagrams, giving reasons for all your statements. Okay, so A will be equal to 95 degrees. And that would be alternate angles. And then they didn't give Can I say, I'm going to lie now. I'm going to say AB parallel to CD. I'm going to lie now because we don't have an AB and a CD, but I don't want to teach you guys to just write alternate angles. Okay. That's why I just wrote parallel. Okay. So don't get confused with where on earth did I get these AB and CD from. Okay. Just give her 2 seconds. She's going to ask me that just now. Okay. So B, no, hold on. Wait for it. B will be equal to 100 degrees because also we saw Z, so alternate angles. AB parallel to CD. Yeah. We're at B. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You tell me what you did. You said B plus 100. But remember that means that B would have to be over here. So the 2 inside. So there's my U. So it must be the 2 inside the U. That B was outside. Okay. C. Angle C will be equal to 85 degrees because that was corresponding angles. AB parallel to CD. D. D will be equal to 75, also corresponding. Because AB is parallel to CD. Okay. E. So E plus that 135 will be equal to 180. Now we've got co-interior. Yeah.
I was going to ask a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is the question.
Mm-hmm.
A, B, C.
We were waiting for you.
Ma'am, please explain that.
No, it's just, no. I just said in the textbook they didn't name it A, B, C, D. So technically all you could write is, let's say, alternate angles. But I don't want to teach you guys to just write alternate angles, because then in the tests and stuff, you don't remember. So we made up our own. They have to, yeah. So we made up our own lines. Good. Okay, so that means that E will be 40, 40, 45. Okay. Any questions?
I got that one. But I didn't say that E plus and the same part.
What did you say?
I just said E equals with R.
Okay, as long as you said the co-interior, then you should still get your marks, yeah. Okay. Right, so now we're doing example. Oh, right. Wat het nou gebeur? Hy gaan nou kom. Nee, moenie vir my kom nou signal nie. Okay, hallo, hallo. Hier is Aggies, wie soek jy? Vir Ed. Ja, die ander een is in die personeelkamer. Okay, people, so now what we're going to do, ag nee, kom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix it up. Nee? So now you've got to remember about, what have we done before? We've done angles on a straight line. We've done vertically opposite, co-interior, corresponding, alternate angles, perpendicular lines. So now I'm mixing it all together. Okay. So mixed exercises from here on out, because when we write our test, when is it? Next week? Next week somewhere? End of next week?
Isn't it next week?
I don't know, I can't remember. But it's end of next week. I'll check the date just now. Then that's going to be on chapter 10 and 11. Now when I say 10, Thursday, okay. So when I say 10, hoekom gaan die dingetjie nou nie aan nie? Is ek nou net te vinnig vir hom? It's this chapter that we're doing now. So chapter 11 is the same for all of you. That's about the triangles, right? Oh. But chapter 10, some of you has as chapter 12. So just check that. Okay, now it's going on. So it should show any minute now. Ja, jy moenie nou vir my sulke goed niks se getired nie. Here we go. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything. You guys must have a look. Example 1. All you've got to do is solve X every time. Okay?
Now, should we draw the figure? Should we just like write down?
Nope. Draw the figure as well. Otherwise, when you study, you don't know what's going on. So who wants to take a wild guess which rule we're going to use at example 1?
Angles on a straight line.
Good. Okay. At example 2, please have a look. It says given AB, and then what's that little sign there?
Which one? Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. AB perpendicular to BC. What does it mean when two lines are perpendicular? Yes. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Right. Do number 1 and 2.
What does it mean?
It means it forms a 90 degrees angle. I've got 5 examples that I want to do. It will. Quick, go. Who's done with number 1? Come on, people. Nou be julle nie slaapie. Add them up, and they must be equal to 180. Reason? Angles on a straight line. And then we just solve x. Where? What? Okay, so that would be your first step. Just check if you're on the right path. My reason didn't fit in next to it, so but you can have it next to, please. You can page back to our previous examples, no? Yeah. No, I'm not done. You still got to solve x. I'm just giving you guys a hint.
Does example 2 also have a reason?
Does what?
Example 2 have a reason.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, please do. Thank you. Wait. Number 2. Oh. Number 1. Yeah. There. Right, let's quickly do number 1 together, just in case. So, are you guys all good with that's a straight line, meaning all of these angles will be equal to 180 if I add them up together. Okay, so that's why I have 20 plus 130 plus 2x is equal to 180. And then my reason should be next to that, but I don't have space. Angles on a straight line.
So does it have to be next to it? Can it be like some arrows there? It's with the thing.
Yeah, as long as it's with the thing. No, right next to. Yeah. Because sometimes you're going to have more than one statement in a question. You'll see later on.
Complementary angle.
Oh, hold on. Okay, right. Now, let's simplify that. 20 plus 130 is going to give me 150 plus that 2x is equal to 180. So now take the 150 over, so it becomes minus 150. So 180 minus 150 is going to give me 30. Now I want to get rid of that 2, so I divide both sides by 2. So x will be 15. Yes. Remember, you're only going to get a mark for that statement, for your reason, for the 2x is equal to 30, and for the x is 50.
I just said that 100 minus in brackets 130 plus 20 divided by close bracket divided by 2 x equals 2.
Okay. You'd still get that as well, but you had your reason.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Is there a
Wait. His hand was up. Yeah?
So, ma'am, you must say 2x. You can't just straight away say 20 divided by 2.
Sometimes we might leave out that mark. It depends on how many marks the test is and if we need to get more marks and whether we've got too many. As long as you end up with the right answer. What's important is that statement in the beginning and then the final answer. So if you leave out this part, I would still...
So I can't say 3 divided by 3.
Yeah. Yes?
The 150 plus 2x equals is
You can leave that out now. Doesn't matter. Okay, yes, you had a question? You're fine. Okay, now, at number 2, This one was a bit more
Complicated.
tricky because it says here, given AB, and then that sign is perpendicular, no? Perpendicular to BC, which means that you've got to know that this angle will be a 90 degrees angle. Okay, and according to that, I can say that 3x plus 2x is equal to 90 degrees. Now, we don't really have a reason for this. We do call it complementary angles, but that's not a reason. So what we can say is that AB is perpendicular to BC, because that was why we could say it, isn't it? Okay, now from there, let's simplify to get what x is. So 3x and 2x gives me 5x, which means that x will be 18 degrees.
I didn't expect to get that right.
Right, any other questions here? Yes. What? Yes, but you don't have to write that. All they're asking is solve x. Okay, yes. Yes. Can I skip? Okay. There's your next two examples. Number 3 and 4. Dude.
I love having a matric that's good at writing. I just run to her mom to help. And then she like explains it so much easier. Like, not saying ma'am's way is more difficult, but she's like she's been doing it for so long, and she like she
What?
finds the easier ways. And I'm like, I seem to understand the business. She's like, no, do this and this and this.
Are you girls done? Number 3 and 4. Go. Ah, but I see you guys again. Lekker.
I wouldn't get it off here. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
We're gonna see it today, ma'am.
Off period, nee.
Ma'am, how did our class do?
Sê mos daar's van jou baie goed. Daar's volpunte.
Is it? Are they good? Is it good?
Ja, die full marks is wel
I think is
okay.
it like
Yeah.
average?
Still got to add up quite a few and put it onto my computer. I sal dit net maak. Right, can I go with number 3?
I mean, not number 4 yet, ma'am. I'm still busy with that one.
Waar het julle Bybeltjies gekry?
Ma'am, it's right from where our dogs live.
Ah,
The Gideon.
dis mooi. Ek wil nou net sê. Dis mooi. Hmm? Yes. Vertically opposite. Okay, yeah.
Wait, ma'am.
You know when FD equals 360 degrees and when FD is 180 degrees.
Okay. To explain it plain Jane, if I were to use my arm, no? This 90, that 180, and now if I go from here right around 360. Where you
So now, one day,
is it at number 4?
well, number 3,
Yeah.
how
What?
do I know it goes straight around like
At number 3, what I want you to see, I'm still going to explain this one, people. At number 3, I wanted you to see, oopsie, yes, that X, meaning it's going to be vertically opposite angles, meaning this angle will be the same as that angle.
how do I know like what's equal to just in general, like
The two standing opposite each other would be the same.
the
So
shape will be
that one will be the same as this one.
the whole shape will be equal to 180.
All of it,
300.
360, yes.
And so ma'am, right, for some like
Hmm?
I'm placing one line in order for it to be 180 degrees or and what should I be to
You mean like over here?
yeah, because 2 lines.
Yeah. It,
180 degrees.
yes. This can be 180. That can be 180 as long as it's,
That's kind of different.
Wacht. If there's two angles like what you have here.
Yes.
No. It's still, it's,
180 degree line.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. No, you can't say that. I can't say this one and that one add up to 360. Do them separately. Okay. Because you in any case can't use that rule about a revolution because it's not all, at a revolution we use the rule angles around a point. So it must be from the same point and these aren't. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to move there so I can shoot.